Aha! Welcome back to more of the Outer Worlds. Stuff today. I think we have like a butt ton of side quests we picked up last time. Go ahead and doing today. Had a really nice day at work yesterday. Very uneventful. The dead get good plan. But yeah, I know I like the nights at work where not much happens. Smoothly. Incidents going on. It's good.
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
Thank you for the input, Max. Yeah, so we're just gonna travel down this road. I really like the way this road looks. Purple lights and stuff. It's pretty.
I wonder what secrets these ruins contain.
Probably lots of depression. Dead thing. All right. Like we got some Raptidon. Of course, when fighting things, you should all the time. Did I just? Yeah, I did. Okay. Hey, buddy. Boom. Do ya? That's good too. Grab some from these dead things. You know what? While I'm at it, there's more over here, so just get right into it, huh? Bam! Oh. And bam! Oh. Bam! Oh, damn it. Do the power attack. Okay, listen. Oh, get it off! Get it off! Guys, grow up a little bit. Fine, just take it off. It's just acid. I kind of like the way graves look here. Stuff with like the Dr. Williams. I love how Dr. Williams' body is just conveniently sitting out here in the open, right where we can all see it. No problems. Definitely not buried in a grave. Never was buried in a grave. No problem, just a dead body out here. Dead body. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Don't want to know the answer to that. They're a dead body. We don't know. Head on back to... Yeah, a lot of the scenery around here reminds me of, very, very close to home for me. I live in Arizona. Red rock canyons that look a whole lot like this. Although, I'll admit these ones look a lot more like volcanic rock than... But... that sandstone is still... So I think we have to go.
Poor Braxton. I don't want to think about it. Eaten by cannibals? What a way to go.
Wow, word gets around.
I put up with the constant stink of fish because I don't want to think about what's outside those walls.
Uh-huh.
I know. Just imagine if they fell. It'd be Amber Heights all over again.
That's it. You owe me your month's ration of Debillerol.
Look, I don't even know what that shit is, but... Bruh. Open the dispensary supply. Kill these caffeinoids. While we're at it, we'll just clean them out of everything else too, because they... Probably... Ah. I was gonna say I probably could have used it there, but we don't need to go by and see the doctor. Nah. Go talk to Nyoka. Has some of the best hair in the game.
You're back. Good news? Bad news?
News.
All of the above?
Magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
Says someone who's never had any fun.
Exactly. See, I'm glad someone on your crew's got some sensible, got her head on straight.
Yeah. Like you, clearly.
Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Go where?
That was fast. I gotta see about stalking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment.
Gainful employment. Sure, glad to
Great.
have.
Where to?
Gotta find that information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like
Oh,
hunting,
good.
right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Well, as much as Vicar Max is a buzzkill, he's also given me a really good boost weapons. They will have to
Mighty
go.
big gun you got there. I'm looking forward to seeing you use it.
You look like a preacher. You a traveling vicar?
In a manner of speaking.
Stellar Bay had a vicar once. He took it upon himself to convince Graham's folk to come back to the corporate fold. Kept making the trip between the city and Amber Heights by foot. Kept getting himself into all sorts of scrapes. Day came when I found a book of his in the middle of a rapt encampment. And still gripping it, too.
The plan unfolds as the plan unfolds. To vicar and layman alike.
So one of my guns is not doing great. Probably this one. Yep, it was that one. All good now. Okay. Increase your lie skill. Not really. Now we need to head to a family matter. Tucker Needham in Amber Heights. I'm looking forward to this. Heights.
A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnareem Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
I met another believer once. Pushy type. He thought he'd been left behind for a reason. Thought he'd find some kind of cosmic truth in the wilderness. Got himself infected by a mantis and drowned in a sulfur pool. Some truth.
Can't get more brutally true than survival of the fittest. But don't mistake us all for blind fools. Intellect plays a large part in who stays among the living.
Glad to hear it.
If Nyoka's done interrupting me now. Yeah, so, this is where the iconoclasts are.
Can we talk?
God damn it, Nyoka. Stop interrupting me.
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
What do you want?
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Compliment, I think?
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
What kind of danger we talking about here?
Nothing we can't handle.
Hear it?
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
What do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury.
And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
We're going to have to kill a Mantiqueen.
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
Okay. Feel like that's can, you know,
Good
work
old Stellar
on.
Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Yeah, so anyway, the iconoclasts, yeah, things about them. Either ridiculous terrorists, incredibly free, and I'm not sure when. A bit of both.
Solid kill!
Boy, oh boy. There's more around. Well, yeah, people keep talking about Amber Heights. What happened? There,
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
hey. I should take your
Got him!
Everyone all right?
Oh, hey. Not go playing. Hey, marauders. Well,
Something there. Incoming.
times like these, best to be on drugs. Hey, buddy. Like raptidons. Damn. Path over. They look raptidons. All right. Bugs. Oh. Have I mentioned I love this hammer? Great hammer. Corrosive weakness. I don't want to be weak to way too many corrosive things for that. I found a vending machine. Fun times barrel. Hey. Damn. Dead. Oh. Right. Getting there. Hey, buddy. Oh. Dead Kane. A lot of dead things. Got some buildings though, so why don't we have a look around? A lot of ammo because I don't really use it. Ah. It's not really gonna... Oh. It's real... I don't think that way's gonna help me, so... Eventually I'll hit Amber Heights.
Incoming!
Boom. Boom. Hey, alright. Leveled up. Melee weapon attacks on. Huh? Currently does 752 days. That is there's some history to this place. But it keeps saying, oh, it'll be another amber. I'm awfully curious what happened to it. Oh. I assume either wild critters or marauders kinda took over.
Come out! Signs on us today.
I'm pretty sure there's not a single more. Dead. Dead. God damn, I love this thing. Yeah, I guess. Ooh, is that the Iconoclast banner? It is. Yes. Crossroads discovered. That's some. So people. The walls fell down, and I'm wondering about that. People. Immediately.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find
Sure.
everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know.
Boy, this sounds like a cult.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Who are the Iconoclasts?
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon.
That sounds great.
No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
Yeah, fuck the corporations. No problems. What about raptidons and marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Hey. One big happy family, huh?
That's a nice way to think about it. Graham would be our father. I suppose Zora might make a good mother if the two of them could stop arguing.
Eh.
You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Tell me about Graham.
Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
God, you're crazy. Tell me about Zora.
She's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Oh, how nice. Where can I find him?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
So this is where Graham is. You're not in Stellar Bay.
Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there.
Huh?
I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Of course. Got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you
The
seen
new
him?
boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly.
Good.
Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
I'm gonna go find Tucker and ask him, hey boy, do you want me to tell your mother you died? Honest question. Cause like, you'll get to stay here then. You guys have a board approved. Bronson maintains a record of strains, special equipment requests, firearms, ammunition, and med. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items have yet filled. Laura Force Melt Belt Gel may not actually exist. Graham Dissident number 17. Huxley Auntie Cleo Wrapped Begun also may not actually exist. Huxley any book on repair. Carl Primal Glue Adhesive. This guy.
Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
Orium, that's a fancy name. Orium, eh? Let's see what you've got. That. Rifle Ultra Inferno Sight. Ugh. Revolver Mark II. Vortex. Yeah, this mostly looks like just stuff, you know? Or rockets. High society cigarette. Melee weapons. Heavy. Guns +7. Lock plus. Well, let's have a look
I ought
around.
to mention, the Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Damned philosophists.
Listen, you fucking behave yourself, Max, okay? I don't give a shit where you come from. I'm your goddamn captain, and you do what I say. Alright, let's move on. I always like to start at the left.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet blood.
So? You gotta boil it or you'll get sick. Then all that sweetness takes the air anyhow.
Nah, don't boil it. We're gonna get sick all the same. Might as well enjoy it.
Don't boil. Do you want the runs?
Better than tasting sulfur and dirt every damn day.
You know, I would argue that that's not the case. But then I don't have your experience.
Trash cube.
Yeah, look at him. He just keeps making them. You're fucking weird, Carl.
I don't think he can hear you. He's in the zone.
The trash cube zone.
You gotta admit, they're convenient. Fit together real nice.
Trash is trash. I don't care what shape it's in.
I guess.
Wow. Don't let them diss you, Carl. Follow your dreams. You make those trash cubes, buddy. Yeah. building. Let's have a look around. Tucker is in this building. What's up, buddy?
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
Rgbunpro. I'm not gonna lie to these people. Actually, it might be better to lie to them. It's Captain Hawthorne.
You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
Wanna, like, slow down? Okay, you're Agnes's little boy from Stellar Bay.
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger, asked me to rescue you.
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat.
Yeah.
Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
You know what, buddy? I can't even argue with you. What do you want to do about it? She'll keep sending people to look for you.
Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead. You know, that might just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more.
I knew you'd say it. You're okay with her thinking you've died?
I hate to think of her grieving, but it'll be good for her to move on. In the long run, you know?
I honestly can't argue with you. To do this, I'd need some proof that it was your body.
Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
I am perfectly willing to do that. New work orders. Oh, I know the terminal's out of storage, but if you break this one, things are gonna go tits up around here. Anyone else, as long as you know what you're doing, go ahead and clear work areas out whenever you can. Roof? Pipes on top of my house are gonna burst. They're leaking. Hearing for that. Bar. Like, rats chewed through the wire. Bar, they're sparking. Remotely shut off the power side down. Haven't heard from the Rapt House. Rapt House. Diary. Haha, hey Zora, I figured out how to add work orders. Diary, eat it. Hux. Ow. Medical examiner's residence, door sealed. Examiner's residence above. They is stuck and is completely for lever operation. Well, I did something. Now, so far these guys haven't been too bad, but they are freakishly cult-like. I think they've got some pretty cool looking armor, though. Yep. Looking for people with names. Anything in here? Ooh. Raptidon brain. With sugar, boil blood, soak brains. Ah, someone with...
Never seen you before.
I should hope not, stranger.
Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak.
Heartbreak? What happened to you here?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. Fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Mercenaries, what they do?
Mostly we protect the folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
What if they're still alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
You want mementos? Photographs, or...
Thereabouts.
You find them yourself?
Getting on in years, kid. Eggs ain't working like they used to. Sulfur burns a little too long in the lungs. This joint's looking like my last home.
Alright, one lockbox coming right up.
Appreciate it, kid. I'll mark an outpost on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Alright, brother, whatever you say.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur. Hope Zora sends me out next.
Good body. Oh. Now, these kind of remind me a little bit of power armor. I don't think. Workbench, where?
Philosophists.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
Listen, Max, can you fucking behave?
Stripped. Boy, damn things. Bronson ain't gonna take stripped screws.
But heavy machine gun. Oh yeah, this must be the thing that's blowing steam all over the place. Hey, we got a terminal. Copy of just a hole that is Monarch. Numerous attached into the text. A number of the villainous dissidents have had mustaches and hats drawn onto them. Somebody's clap. Huxley's terminal. Stay out. That means too. Currently available entry. Graham taught me how to meditate. Then real deep and try not to cough, then you just listen to yourself. You know how sometimes you'll be hiding from a mantiqueen and you're trying to be quiet, so you focus real hard on your breathing, your heartbeat, and you think how can this mantiqueen? All of a sudden you have to sneeze, and it reminds you of that time when you were coming back with the tree, and as you were putting it on Zora's table, and it slipped and a bunch of things broke. Meditating is like that, only you're supposed to think of these things on purpose. Graham calls it, I don't remember what he calls it, echo something. Says it's your own eternal truth bubbling up to this. Or what you're supposed to focus on. When we meditate, I mostly remembered that sitting on rocks hurts. Maybe I'm supposed to toughen. Wow, what a weird guy. Nora's really smart, but you know that sometimes she can be such a bitch. I was supposed to get some info for her from Cascade. Find a way over going through Marauders, so I gave up and stopped in at Fallbrook to pick up some supplies. Instead, while I was there, Chastity dropped in. Twist! She's so cool. Always playing games there. When I lose bits, I get really upset. I don't have much, so losing what I have, it hurts. You know? But Chastity can drop thousands on a single game, and well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the table and storms out, but still, mostly she's cool. I admire. Anyway, when I got back, Zora yelled at me because I was a little late. Something about medicine not getting fast enough. Graham just said try not to lose track of time on my next run. I promised I would. See, that's how you teach someone. Don't yell and make them feel bad. Hux, brother, you need to work on some shit. Zora gave me permission to buy Bronson. I don't think I want to, but she said I could just in case. But guns are really loud. I'd rather just run away than shoot one. Still, I'm kinda proud. Zora said it was like a potion for something. Wilderness. I think code for a door, but I'm not sure why it's important. I can't get it. Asked her what a promotion is. Not in a really worry about. This will be my last entry. Sorry, diary, you've been a good listener, but our time has come to. His terminal was making a horrible beeping. I smashed it while I was out, and now I can't. Diaries. Milton can't fix it, and plus he says I should stop coming to the house to write around. Whoever smashed poor terminal. So reading this, sucks sulfur. What? Oh. Good fella. That's all it's over.
Hey, Max. What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen a corpse in the various stages of decay.
Why do we exist in the first place, then? What the hell's the point?
Our lives contribute to the betterment of the human race. Everyone has a part to play for the greater advancement.
I ain't got a part. Life ain't a damn cereal.
You helped people survive the Monarch evacuation, did you not? Perhaps one of them will go on to unlock godhood for the human race.
Well, if they do, I hope they remember who pulled them from the jaws of raptidons.
Oh my god, a person with a name.
Ain't seen you
Hello.
before. You from one of the outer steads or what?
I came in from Stellar Bay. Let's say I'm new to Monarch and leave.
Eh? One of them inners from T2? Welcome to the little piece of hell we reign over. I'll give you 2 bits worth of free advice. 1, don't let the dust get in nothing private. It's like 10% spores by volume. You'll be yanking out fungus by the handful. 2, you can't actually keep the dust out. Always carry antifungals. Sprays work okay, creams are better. You got nothing else? Vodka.
I mean... okay. Graham's in charge, right?
In charge? Huh. We're iconoclasts. Every soul a sovereign power. We do for each other on account of it needing to be done. Not because some fancy-pants manager said to. Now, you want to rephrase that question, maybe ask who's respected hereabouts, I can give you a sensible answer.
I'll bite. Who's respected hereabouts?
We'll make an iconoclast out of you yet. Out here, you ain't beholden to managers nor wages. The 2 names every iconoclast esteems would be Mr. Graham and Ms. Zora. They ain't leaders, and don't you insult them by calling them such. They're more like everyone's grandparents. They've been around, they know shit. You got a problem? Best bet's to ask them.
Or is such a big deal?
When the monarchists wanted to settle down and play nice with the board, Graham was the one that took a stand. He's the reason we're here, breathing free air. Zora's our best sawbones. Nearly every soul here owes her their life. She's got funny ways, but they work.
To save nearly everyone's life? Get in that much trouble.
Welcome to Monarch. The animals think you're tasty, the fungus thinks your lungs are a great place to plant spores. That ain't enough? Look at the sky. Olympus yanks this moon about like a drunk dancer. Storms to curl your hair and quakes to rattle your brain pan.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, buddy. I'm up here.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions?
That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here.
That don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a mantiqueen.
You'd rather sit on your thumbs and starve?
No. All I'm saying is she gotta be more careful throwing away lives like that.
Interesting. Somebody's getting crunk. Yoka, are you getting crunk? Here. This way. Looks like a bar, but it's like a... Buy anything from this bar? Oops.
A mantiqueen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... Ah, let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Well, hello, you two. Everyone talks about you guys. You must be pretty important around here. Why don't let's sit down and we have a conversation.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
I'm told you're out of pamphlets. That's a shame.
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come?
Oh, just idle curiosity, honestly. Tell me about the iconoclasts.
The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
Say so. This is why the board is cordoned off Monarch.
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
I've heard people mention an Amber Heights massacre. What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all.
I can only imagine. Sorry I asked.
It's fine. Perhaps someday I'll be strong enough to recall that tragedy, but today is not that day.
Man, his fucking scarf is way higher def than the rest of his entire uniform. Sure, tell me more about your teachings,
is
bro.
available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I would like to know what you think Bakonu meant when he wrote, "Your work is to discover the truth, and then with all your heart give yourself to it."
Ah, how refreshing to have a scholar among us. Bakonu's text simply refers to our entire purpose, assisting the universe in realizing its own truth. Let it guide us as it will.
It refers to giving oneself over to the plan. It is not some paean to an invisible creator in the sky.
No. Go on, keep
Were
talking.
there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out. To quote, as a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole, we mistake the tiny scope of our understanding as the unfathomably large purpose of the universe.
You're not completely full of shit, I'll give you that. Even if you do twist things beyond recognition to suit your own beliefs.
Go on.
Were my teachings beyond recognition, I dare say I wouldn't have a small army of followers who understand and believe.
I owe you an apology. I expected you to be a complete idiot. I'd say you're actually more in the 25% idiocy range.
Likewise. Now, I'm sorry. What was it you were asking?
Ah, you two are great. You hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
You know SI? Are their members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Ability to believe? I think you mean inability to tell fantasy from truth, which rules out any knowledgeable scientician.
Let us be clear. Neither of us can lay claim to being knowledgeable on this topic. It is a matter of belief. It is not as if OSI has gone and proven anything. Regardless, what were you saying?
What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
But his workers enjoy much more freedom than those of the board.
Their leashes may be longer, but their collars are just as tight.
You believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
The universe doesn't need to find its purpose. It is a mathematically perfect equation that gives mankind purpose.
That we'd consider ourselves in any way capable of understanding the universe, much less an equation that drives it, is nothing but hubris.
Okay, you know what? Never mind.
Why have you come?
I'm just looking for ways to help people.
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Hey.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
A printing press? On Monarch.
Oh, yes. Many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. Will you aid us in our cause?
Sure. I love how it has the same response I would actually have. Sure.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Here's your supplier.
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Alright, I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Oh, hold up. Hold up a minute.
I need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this. What? Sorry.
Look. It's an all conglomeration of notes, theories, and findings regarding philosophism and how it informs our lives. I've organized into 3 categories. Policy. I know he doesn't sound anything like this. That's okay. The board's lies. The board vastly overestimates their without the Earth Directorate's military might back them up, they would grip on the spread lies and misinformation and confusion. Asses. Perhaps that's one of the reasons they have not allowed any colony ships since 70 years to condition. Our lives become more and more transparent and will soon be 2 hours. Oppression must end. A man from Byzantium told us of an acquaintance who has just been arrested for carrying. Not teaching, not evangelizing, just carrying. Press any truth that their corrupt structures. That's what we want. Do we want to live in a society where we can be martyrs for our beliefs? No, their work as minds are poisoned, their will shackled, their dreams hamstrung. No longer stand. We must tear the entire regime down. How? Dangers of a corporate society. I hope to someday publish a greater work in which I can more expansively lay out what is clear to me, that our society's obsession with a corporate life is stifled and crippled. Alas, for now I can only collect my scattered thoughts in this barely functional machine. In my younger and more vulnerable days, I bought into the action of the corporate life, a quantifiable way with which to judge oneself against one's peers, provided motivation, meaning. My spirit out and connect with my fellow. It's not a connect, it's our kin, it's not a familial unit. Corporations claim they are that familial unit, but they treat us like pets. We beg for scraps at the table, and they are so kind as to drop one we praise head on while they usher homes. We attach ourselves to contractually obligated familial units, strangers to whom we share no more connection with than our power themselves by our unions. We are children out of obligation to our executives' constant workforce. We slave away in the vain hope that someday we too will be like those executives, die in a process burned and filed away as another tick on the human resources paperwork. We have built ourselves into a cold, unthinking have abandoned all the warmth of humanity is capable of. Our soul. Sanjar and his truth. I often recall my former friend who once sought to still do. He took ownership of our corporation. I told him such a coward, a betrayer, was becoming the very thing we hated. Now I'm not so sure. Recently I've come to accept that his heart is more close. Not expect every man to be able to open himself to the eternal truth that I have. Some are just not capable. So it is a tragic thing. Tragic that he is weaker than I'd hoped, that he cannot fight for a cause. I can empathize with tragedy. The day come when we meddle of our spirits clash against one another, that empathy. Like the board, he now stands across our path, arms crossed, stubborn. Like the board, he spreads, nay, celebrates the poison that cripples society. Like the board, his stubbornness will only blind him to his inevitable fall. That's one. Iconoclast, available files, personal thoughts regarding Zora. Someone who is so committed to the iconoclast way, I fear that Zora is slipping off the true path. More and more often, I fear her attachment to the materialism of our oppressors sways it. She often tells me that her people are hungry. I agree, their spirits long for fulfillment, a much more powerful power than any pain. Need bread though, bro. Of all the things to motivate a person, I'm finding freedom has been the most powerful. Many of them still remember being slaves to the corporate structure, recalling those painful lights their fires anew. A man from Fallbrook stopped through this way to Stellar Bay. After thumping the pamphlet, he asked me how we can survive without money. I found an appropriate metaphor in gas masks. In a manta swarm nest, we wear masks to ward off poisonous fumes, even after the nest remain for some time. Thus we wear the masks until we are safe to breathe. Until the very last dregs of our poisonous corporation society are gone, attachment to bits will remain, though their use is uncomfortable and they still stifle our spirit. But our vision, we must persist with them until we can cast them aside. Shifting priorities. As our numbers grow, I find that more and more of our population turns to the written word of my pamphlet. I'm happy to get I wonder if that old printing press might be convinced to run one. Wouldn't that be something to return? Only this time of my own control, and not stifled by the rules and regulations of style guides and grammar books. Nobody will tell me where to put a... I'll put them where they belong, as by the eternal truth. Well, accessing the universe. When I realized the truth of philosophism, I immediately wondered how I can be the first to recognize the poison spiral that has shaped our society. The one talking to, of all people, Huxley, once lamented that like nothing. I confess to know very little about animal behavior, as I am much more possible. Let it go, but reported the strangest things, stories of Umberata with a cane and collar. I don't know if it had been sighted here or on Terra 2, but of Huxley and a reckless wild imagination. And if word had spread of the possibility until it wriggled its way into Marauders somewhere. Ideas are insidious. Even if a Marauder, mindless husk that it is, can be convinced of an idea, then there must be hope for the workers of this colony, poisoned as they are against the eternal. Shout so loudly that the truth way into the collective consciousness. I am confident. Cosmos. Expression of the truth. It's very difficult to face the eternal. That everything happens for a reason. That life, cosmic consciousness. There is an urge among us all to control the parameters of one's life. The urge is so powerful that it's oppressive. Simply by existing, mankind does not shed the weight of its own shackles, and so I find that spread philosophism is unnecessarily difficult. Us cannot suppress it forever. Biology changes, creatures adapt and evolve. We overcome our urges for the better of our species. Someday our minds will be born more open to this idea. Until then, I must not abandon hope. Well, that's a lot, Graham. And it hurts my throat to do. Well, what's her name? That lady. Gonna need to talk to her. This one, Zora Blackwell. Look at that, a dead body. Oops. Ezekiel, Manti infested. Tried antibiotics, no effects. Alcohol poisoning, no effect. Acid drip, no effect. Current status no longer with us. Ronnie, fractured ankle, current. Ivers, multiple bullet wounds. Right leg, right, current. Very unlikely. Milton, acid burns, face, hand. And a lot of booze. Well, if I had to guess, I'd say that's the dead one. Nope. Must be that one then. Alright, Zora.
Sorry about earlier. Graham and I don't always see eye to eye.
I can see that.
Besides, we just got our asses kicked in the ruins. Not a great time to yammer on about his printing press.
From the triage clinic here?
Yeah, name's Zora. I've been patching up the iconoclast since day one. Whenever Graham's lack of foresight gets someone hurt, I get them back on their feet. If I can.
So you're a Sawbones.
I was a long time ago, over in Cascadia. Rizzo was trying to sweeten up animal parts, and often that meant a lab coat got bit. Now I'm whatever I need to be to keep these folks from bleeding out.
Given the amount of patching up going on here, I'm guessing the ruins was a catastrophe.
A Mantiqueen showed up out of nowhere. And I guess the gunfire attracted raptidons. It was a damn bloodbath.
You found a queen that far north? Wish I'd been there.
You and me both, Nyoka. We could have used the help. Listen, unless this is urgent, I need to oversee the wounded.
Any help?
You want to do us a favor or two? Go talk to Bronson. He's always looking to pass his work off on someone else. For now, I gotta get to the wounded. Welcome to Amber Heights.
Oh. I feel like that conversation could have gone better, but...
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna lose my lunch.
Anything liquid you spill, mop it up post haste. Everyone's
Got an awful lot of injured here.
I only heard the tale myself. I wasn't there, see? And no one here's too disposed towards telling it right now. Ms. Zora took a team into the ruins north of here, looking for supplies, I heard. But they ran into a sulfurin mantiqueen out from the wastes.
A queen? You're kidding.
That's the word, ma'am.
Seems like your people came out on the losing side.
Like any encounter with a queen. 6 folks dead on the ground in seconds, the rest running. 2, you can't actually keep the dust out. Always carry antifungals. Sprays work okay, creams are better. You got nothing else? Vodka.
Wow.
If I hear you say survival of the fittest one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Survival's about persistence and luck.
So weapon proficiency and adaptive skill play no part whatsoever, in your mind.
If it does, it ain't enough. I've gone and outlived the best hunters I ever knew.
It is neither luck nor random chance. At times, destiny may not seem fair, but there is a reason for life events, even if that reason is not immediately obvious.
Please. Nature's only got one reason for death. To feed the one still standing.
Bronson.
What are you buying?
Buying? Oh, this is a store?
It ain't really a store. Think of me more like a quartermaster, and a chef, and a handyman, and whatever else we need.
Quartermaster. Iconoclasts.
We gotta eat. Eating means hunting, and hunting means armaments. We used to let people take what they will, but then some idiot shot some other idiot over cards. So Zora set up a system. You fuck up, you don't get to buy gear. You play nice, you do. Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Simple enough, I'll let you know when they're
I
done.
gotta tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer. We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
Terminal.
Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge.
Alright, I'll let you know if I get 8. Wow, so we just got a bunch of more side quests. I'm gonna pause. Okay, I'm back. And I have hot chocolate now. It is currently cold and rainy outside. But hey, it's a great day for hot chocolate. And I went and got some. Ash is pointing you toward one of his unit's old outposts. With that. So, I was looking around on the... And,
South here. Off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
Anyway, I started to notice there's a few little mods starting to pop up for this game. It's mostly, a couple of little things, nothing major yet. I kinda hope a bit that, ooh, a mantisaur. I kinda hope that, someone will do a third person mod. That would be kinda nice. So I see people don't like a bit. Too much trouble with them. Wreck them. Suppose that's what happens in Hammer.
Just wonderful. Someone's destroyed the damned bridge.
Well, howdy there, fella. Someone across the way. Weston Sloan, you say? I have a feeling if I went out there, I'd be dead. Oh yeah, that's... I suppose we'll have to go around. Oh! I'm not... You serious? Is that a fucking corrosion bomb? God damn it. Fuck. Can see that one. God. You annoying bastard. Listen here. Alright. Making some progress. I don't know if I'm going the right way right now, but... like to think so. Where? Except I did find this here cave. What? Wait. Smuggling Tunnel? That sounds like fun.
Stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
Keep your guard up. Whoever got to them may still be nearby.
interested in it. Very curious what's in this Smuggling Tunnel, though. So, I'm just gonna go down here and find out real quick. Oh, hello. This ought to be fun. Here, sprats. Yes. Protective clothing with safety harness. Here, if this blue light's still going, there's probably it. Like there. At all. Oh, okay. You. The things that... See, as far as I know, you can actually do about this thing. Which is a shame because I feel like you should. He's gonna walk right through it and set it off because he's a fucking idiot. Yep. Boom. I killed another spat. Several, it looks like. Got here. Loot. Tons of loot, but loot. One and only reason I have a gun. More or less. Clear out mine. Mine's clear out me. Arthur. Ain't that a fancy look? Howdy there, Arthur.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
I blew them all up. I've got moves.
Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway?
Oh, the Smuggler's Tunnel. Let me take a look at your wounds.
That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. Cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for a spell. And the traps usually keep gawkers out.
Happened here?
Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret.
That turned out well.
Yeah. I guess the Marauders noticed because they were waiting for us. Blew the bridge and took off with the goods.
Oh.
Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
Alright, Arthur, I'm not gonna... I mean, I will loot all this stuff because it's not marked as stolen, so why not? But I don't see any reason to hurt Arthur. But yeah, now like I was saying, I have seen some mods for this game. There's not much of them. Not too much going on with that yet. Kinda nice to know that that's happening. I think it could be... I would hope that modder create third-person mod for this game. Your character in third person. Interestingly enough, I don't think that Obsidian should add third person. Because here's the thing. Pretty sure if Obsidian went and had a third person, people would be all upset, like, oh, why do I gotta play, why do I gotta pay for DLC to get third person? Unless Obsidian didn't do what I assume most companies would do, which is to release a DLC, and in that DLC, you can do third person. Unless Obsidian just went, okay, I hear that y'all want third person, we've added it, it's free, here you go. That would be kind of neat. I don't have that much faith in any company, though. So, I'm just kind of assuming.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable. Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Bystanders, does this make us complicit?
Don't really care. Hey, buddy.
That's the last of them.
Really not, but... Hey, fellas. The yoke is completely knocked the fuck out. Excuse you? Did I say you could, bitch? I'm busy looting. What in the fuck are you doing down there, Max? Alright, well... Oh, I see. Brought her down there. We'll get to that. But yeah, no, I do legitimately hope there's DLC to this game. I say that because this game is actually really good, and I hope that what Obsidian will do. Like, I hope what they did was that they sort of put this game out there. They're like, we'll see if people like it, you know, see how things go. And since it's done really well, I hope that that will be. Project Lorem Ipsum shall result in a potent, mostly non-lethal crowd-controlled gas for use against rioting, agitated, or excessively numerous crowds. Rich sulfur pockets. The results show promise, but further research is necessary. UDL disallows all knowledge and responsibility for Lorem Ipsum. All data in this report is proprietary knowledge of UDL. Not sure why I would need that, but... Mrs. Valdez, just reporting in to let you know the lab's all set up. We found a good sulfur pocket to drill into, so the data's coming in, but this place smells awful. Contact with is the sublight boss in Fallbrook. She doesn't know, ask questions, and I'm pretty sure she's gouging us, and we're getting sick of it. Anders, it's supposed to smell awful. That's the point. Our lives in corporate. I don't want to hear them. I don't. About that, you and the rest of the lab rats can come to live on cacao ribs for all I care. Come up with a better name for the project. Something flashy and catchy. Waterloo or Danger Burn. My boss asking me why I'm forgetting to fill out parts of my report. Thunderdog, Eggs Mayhem, Skunk. Fuck you, Valdez. I want my raise. Someone wasn't too happy. No one is in this universe. I've certainly enjoyed this game. I don't know how close I am to the end, but... that may be... something alright. Get in that terminal. Tunnel only to be used by UDL personnel. 64 clearance if you're FS564. Incarceration center for up to 300. Expressing his extreme disappointment. Rockwell, however, it is an approximate. Not a toy. I mean, I'm unlocking the gun. Also promising, we managed to increase this. I told sticky bits, but he refuses to refer to it. Kyle and Chastity have started to show. Could be good, but Kyle seem to involve covering. Someone filled my theories. Chastity used the gloop gun and Chastity doesn't because every insolvent she remembers she's got action. On, I'm locking the damn gun up. You're an authorized universal defense. Huh. Heck the chairman. Are many UDL personal security mega outlets and enjoying a fine selection of employee. Like insult to Chairman Rockwell, what do you do? In the chairman's honor. You and your spouse have a healthy, loving relationship, but one day. Stories to your children, what do you. Special weapon loop. Oh well. I just got loop gun. Have a look at this. Oh now. Interesting. Steel door. How are we getting where we're supposed to get? Bridge. Up-a-dum. Y'all long enough to notice. Hell yeah. Yeah, we keep... I bet you we'll meet him near... Up. Lock that car. I don't have a damn clue where I am, and it's glorious.
Here they come.
Hey, get caned. That was easy. Now I'm starting to think I might not have such a problem with Manta Queens. Oh hey, I'm finally encumbered. Well, let's see. Vortex Mace? No, not really. That one can... Bolter Pistol. Officer's Spine. Hunting Rifle Ultra. Carbine. And we're good. No, I think I've definitely gone the wrong way. But I suppose we can just kind of explore and see. Oh. Ultra. Pulse Hammer. Hat. Nope. 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 Across the way, but I've got...
Huh?
Whew. Again, I think I've gone way far off track. Probably could.
I usually just kick them down.
Well, Nyoka, I'm not you. Bridge. Way off course.
Watch it. These pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
If I fall in, here they come.
Boom. I think this is... Boom. Yep. That's some dead Canaan right there. I feel like this is definitely where we should go. Hey, look, marauders. Ooh. More dead fools. Think. Yeah. Culvert cross. A dude on. Oh yeah, Mantisaur. Oh, that's a Manta Queen. Why am I on fire? Really? Manta Queen? Is that what that was? That was pathetic. Guess science beats all, huh? That dude, that bad guy. He was. Oh, hey, howdy. This one chilling there. Murdered it.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold? Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Let's see what you've got. Heavy grad the face. Oh, hello. Handed melee plus. That's... I think my armor only has a +5. Let's go ahead and get this. It is +5. And it's way better looking. Well, now. That's done. Fallbrook is that way? I assume that's Fall.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Yeah, I'll consider. That's a big fucking tree. What the fuck? A massive fucking tree. Holy shit, that's like a world tree right there. Ooh, the sounds are getting close. We got marauders. Ow. Done and done. On to the next.
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending.
Here we go!
We'll swing back around at some point and get that. I've been trying to find this fucking hours. So. Going. Loot. Abandoned safe house. Ah, so this is our destination then. Left a ledger with a list of names, likely members of the unit that used this outpost. Some names like Lamont and Delilah are at the top of. You notice that the name of Ash is nowhere to be found. Ash made the list. Almost bet is. Or Ash is a liar. Jay says you bought tickets for all of us. You didn't have to do that. I owe you. I don't know if I'll ever be able to pay you back, but thank you. Mention it. I'm attaching cords to the waterfall camp. Yeah, I could head over there. I think I'm gonna call it there for today, actually. Going before I thank you everybody for watching. Remember to tell your friends, come watch my stream. Good stuff. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.